For decades, conversations around men's sexual health have revolved almost entirely around testosterone. Low libido? Must be low T, struggling with erections? Time for a testosterone patch or injection. But new research is challenging that narrow view. Scientists are now uncovering a far more comprehensive and troubling story. Metabolism, particularly glucose regulation, may be the real engine behind male sexual performance. And it's often misfiring long before hormone levels decline. It's a radical shift. The old assumption was simple. Testosterone declines with age, and so does sexual function. But now, studies show that many men with perfectly normal testosterone are still experiencing erectile dysfunction, fatigue, and reduced fertility.
Why?
Because their metabolic health is deteriorating, often in ways too subtle to be caught in routine checkups. Glucose levels may still be within the normal range, but that doesn't mean the body is functioning optimally. The vascular system, nervous system, and hormone pathways that support male sexual function are all extremely sensitive to blood sugar. Even modest elevations in glucose, like those seen in prediabetes, can stiffen arteries, reduce nitric oxide availability, disrupt nerve signaling, and inflame tissues throughout the reproductive tract. The penis, the testes, and even the brain centers that govern arousal are all impacted. And the damage accumulates long before any clear warning lights go off. This means we've been looking in the wrong place. Testosterone is part of the story, but not the whole story, and in many cases, it's not even the main chapter. Metabolic health is proving to be a more consistent, earlier predictor of male sexual function. Men with poor glucose control often experience lower quality erections, reduced sperm motility, and subtle shifts in sexual desire, even if their testosterone looks fine on paper. That's the warning. Focusing only on testosterone numbers can create a dangerous false sense of security. Men may believe that as long as their hormone panel looks okay, they're in the clear. But if insulin resistance is quietly eroding their vascular and reproductive health, sexual problems will still emerge and worsen over time. But there's also good news. Unlike hormone levels, which are tricky to manipulate and carry risks when treated improperly, metabolic health is deeply responsive to lifestyle. That means many of the root causes of sexual decline can be reversed. Cleaning up the diet, reducing sugar and refined carbs, engaging in regular physical activity, improving sleep quality, and managing stress aren't just good for longevity. They're critical for restoring and protecting sexual performance. In fact, some men who have been prescribed testosterone find they improve more with blood sugar regulation than with hormone therapy. That's because healthy metabolism supports testosterone production naturally, while also improving blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and energy. It's a systems-level fix, not just a hormonal band-aid. This shift in understanding is long overdue. For too long, male sexual health has been siloed into hormone clinics and pharmaceutical fixes, while the underlying drivers, diet, insulin, inflammation, have gone unaddressed. But the evidence is mounting. Metabolism is the new frontier. And for millions of men, it may hold the key not only to better sex, but to a longer, healthier, more vibrant life. The message is clear. If you care about sexual health, look beyond testosterone. Check your fasting glucose. Ask about your HbA1c. Pay attention to energy crashes, cravings, and weight gain around the midsection. These are all early signs that your metabolic system may be slipping. And by addressing it early, you may not just restore your sex life. You may prevent the kind of chronic disease that robs men of their vitality too soon. This is not about fear, it's about power. Because when it comes to male sexual health, the real revolution may not be hormonal at all. It may be metabolic.